I'm back, y'all. Yeah. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's what that second card to me is. Then we got above, finding out what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is above? What are we really looking at in the sky? See, as above, as below. So we got below the Sphinx, or I forgot what they call it. But what is underneath? What is below? What's in the middle? If the ancient is in the middle, who is the ancient? I don't know. Just questions I'm asking, okay? Let's see. We had 7 of Pentacles, 3rd Deacon Taurus, work restrictions, hard work needing to be done, either at work or a situation in life. Let's see what 3rd Deacon Taurus is first, right quick. In my book somewhere. Right. Let's see. Let's see. 3rd Deacon Taurus. 3rd Deacon Taurus is ruled by Saturn and is a Capricorn Deacon. These people are a little more blocked off from the indulgent energy of Taurus, as they can be too busy building and climbing to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Though they do still love to own the good things in life, they have a more austere presence and may seem boring to some. They are, however, master builders of solid and lasting structures in their life, whether it be a career, a home base, or a family. Once you get to know the person behind the urge to build, they can be quite funny and sensual under the surface. So it was upside down. So I'm thinking it means that, yeah, we put the work in. You're getting the knowledge. We're working, whatever the deal is. But I think it's time more for not man-made work, not the Taurus work of way of working, have to leave your family because you're working so much. I think we have to be slick. And like I say, calling your manifestations and really get to know yourself. Put the work in your mind. I'm not saying jump up and quit your job. None of that. I ain't saying none of that. That's y'all thing. What y'all want to do. But I'm just saying, what if they close everything down again? Okay? And we have to keep depending on the government. We have to keep depending on other things. So that's why I think they said about having a team and thinking like these signs I said in the last video, and the mindset, and not leaving the family, not enjoying your family. Be there with your family, be funny, be nice, be kind, be loving, helpful, help your wife, help your husband. Y'all sit down and collab together, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it may be, or if you just you and your kids, it don't matter, whatever. Knowing who to trust in y'all circle, who not to trust, because it's coming to a point, it's here already. to a point where you can't trust everybody. You can't tell everybody your next move. You have to be what I said on this one. Slide like that snake. Okay? And you're going to have to teach your kids as well the same thing. You're gonna have to have a partner that's on the same page as yourself. Whether it's a romantic partner or not. And then as I listen to the other readers who are very knowledgeable, they're not they're not readers. They're going through what we trying to go through, and they like let's say they're gurus or shamans. Let's just say that, and they're teaching us how they're actually living a life, and they're teaching us how to maneuver through this world as they're learning, as they learn the ancient ways. So they trying to show us how to learn the ancient ways, and how to be secretive and be sly like a snake and go to, they always scared us about the underworld. But the underworld is really the world to help you get through this world. You know what I'm saying? It helps you with that knowledge. I started listening. I always been fascinated by the mob. Always. Mainly because of their loyalty and the respect, like back in the day. It's no honor among thieves, but they had the respect. It's like, okay, say for instance, this how I take that. Like the neighborhood you stay in, you get more respect from the police, the government, the higher ups, even the elite, or even the spiritual world, if you take care of your family, you know what I'm saying, and you take care of your neighborhood, and you're not greedy, and you have some kind of honor and respect. I'm trying to turn this down, but I really enjoying this. You have some kind of honor and respect about yourself. Now, when I was growing up, before they bought the dope, just recklessly through the neighborhood, they had the dope, they had all of that. And my mom moved around, and my older sister, she loved to move around different places. That was good because it opened our eyes to a lot of things. And it was organized, okay? And they had respect, It's like the ones who did it, they did it, but they didn't bring it to others and try to entice others, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't bring it recklessly, where they just wanted the money, because when they bought it recklessly, they wanted the money, and they didn't care who smoked. They would introduce it to you free to get you hooked, so you can come back and get it from it. It just got wild, Not saying that drugs is okay, none of that, but I'm making a point. But it just amazed me, watching everything through the years, how everything went, how everything was going. And that's why I liked it, that respect, because kids can walk down the street. You had different parents, and you had crooked people wherever you go, but you had different people that cared about the neighbors, that cared about your kids as well as they cared about their kids. They kept the neighborhood clean. They wanted, somebody try to mess with your child when you went around. They was like a line up to protecting your child, and you be the same for their child. They kind of remind me of a mafia thing. They kind of like got that family bond like that. But after everything started coming to destroy that, then all of that stopped, And people, oh man, I ain't got no more papers, y'all. I got my little trusted pipe. And so then it started getting wild. They used to have like game rooms in the neighborhood and stuff like that for kids to go play games and to hang out. And then when they bought the dope, they got so reckless till, parents start keeping their kids from going to the game room. And then they started they started taking over the parks. you know. And then the parents started smoking and shooting up, and and ignoring the kids, and it just got so crazy. So the working hard, the ones that did go to work, then you had the working ones, the working drunks, you had the working drug addicts, and then they just didn't care about the kids anymore. So I think now, to me, what's going on is for you to start recognizing and respecting and honoring your surroundings again, and paying attention to each other. You know, I know they're trying to scare us for a while, and some people still think like that. They're scared of each other. They look at each other like the virus is going to jump off of you onto them. And it's all a mind thing. It was man-made to me. And all you got to do is keep your body cleaned out, herbs and different stuff like that. But I think your circle, you're not supposed to just get distracted by doing so much of anything and not pay attention to your responsibilities. And that's not only your family, that's your neighbors and everybody too. This my little trusty pipe. My grandma used to smoke one. That's how I'm thinking it is. And we got me and Nicole, Five of Pentacles, First Deacon Taurus again. Well, that's First Deacon Taurus. Mercury, delays around money coming in from the cold. Let's see what the First Deacon Taurus is before I go any further. The First Deacon, ruled by Venus, is a Taurus deacon. This person is stable and very connected to the earth and material world. This deacon has a very instinctive body knowledge, which means that they love to nourish their body with good food, things that are tactile, and things that generally make them feel good. Overindulging and inflexibility can be the downside of this energy, but they do have a very peaceful and loving presence and are usually very sensual and sexual. Okay, now just saying that right there lets me know that they probably was like that. They had everything they needed, just like the world was doing what it do. They had plenty of jobs, good in the company, working hard, and I don't see a father there. It looked like a mom and a dad. Could be a husband and a wife. I don't know, however you want to look at it. But they forgot about the importance, of everything. And when everything went down, they were so shocked. And, the finances, y'all know how everything happened. Everything stopped. The finances, everything kind of like went haywire. A lot of banks were closed. People couldn't get in their bank accounts, and y'all know how it was. So they left them out in the cold. That's why you got a lot of people that sleep on the street. And people look at them as bums. But those were the people who lost a lot of stuff, who were too busy working, some of them, to pay attention to their families and what's really going on. And when it hit, they couldn't handle it. I remember my friend that was a Taurus, when everything hit, because he was so used to working. And when everything hit and the job and everything happened to him on his job, he didn't know how to handle it. He couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle what was going on in the world today. He could not handle that at all, And then I'm looking at, like I say, the people that's out there. You got people who lost their homes. I know people who got burnt out of their homes for the land, threatening their lives. I mean, so many things, even before the pandemic, just to get these certain areas, And the best way to get an area to take control is to kill off the old and bring the new. Because when you kill off the old, they can't stop. Because at a point, that certain spot was considered a landmark. So that means nobody could touch it tell the people that were there, because their grandparents and grandparents before them and all them put that money in that neighborhood, and the grant money was over $300 million. And they didn't know that because nobody told them that knowledge. The person that was over that neighborhood was so evil and conniving, didn't teach them what they needed to know, and they didn't know. So, but the higher ups did. So they figured out a way. First, they stopped them from coming and taking over to everybody find out and find the older people and talk to them about what famous people lived here and there or whatever. And they couldn't touch the neighborhood. They were starting to live. They wanted more people to do it and get the paperwork from the neighborhood. But this certain people who were over the neighborhood didn't want that to happen. So then they start hiring people who, on drugs and, that didn't have any money or whatever, because, they bought that through the neighborhood. And so they started tricking people who had homes and stuff and telling them they're going to buy the home, but actually they was buying it from the people that want to take over the neighborhood. And they thought they were selling it to somebody they know, and then they just start selling it. They got the person from the outside to buy it, and totally different person, didn't care nothing about the neighborhood. And just on and on and on. They start building new, and then you got some that lived in the neighborhood that only wanted money. So they started buying and putting stuff in the neighborhood new, taking out the old. So now it's open season. So the people the money, they're using all that grant money to build, and the people that deserve it for their parents and grandparents who, worked hard and their money was for, they can't get it. So they're going to be forced out not too much longer. This wood is stopping me from smoking like I want to. So I don't know. It's just so many things going on. And I don't know how people can look at other people. I'm not saying you're supposed to let nobody use you and keep coming to you for resources, but to lowbray people, that's odd. I could, like, if I have something I might give if they don't ask. But if I have something I done gave to you already, I'm going to tell you I gave to you already. I'm going to tell you I don't have it. I'm not going to say anything bad to you. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to lowbray you. Because guess what? Things come back around. You could be the one and they could be up. And they have the right to refuse you or not. So I don't look at people as they this, they that, they that, they this. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. That's how I look at it. I don't know what happened in that person's life. I ain't going to call them lazy, trifling. I ain't going to do that because I don't know. And a lot of people on the street is not there because they want to be. A lot of people on the street are rich. Y'all be surprised who on the street and that's rich. You got a lot of people that's stuck in their head and so scared of losing money till they rather play poor and keep all that money and not enjoy the money, and they're on the street. You would be surprised how many people I've met that's like that. Not enjoying their life. Especially people who work, and don't even enjoy where they stay. Don't even enjoy what they got. Then they die, and somebody else don't care nothing about it. Especially some of their kids could care less about it and ready to sell it or let it stay there and rot. I don't know, just some things I observed, y'all. But, take the blindfolds off and realize what's really going on. Two of Swords. Let me lean this against this. Two of Swords, First Deacon, Libra Moon. Peace and harmony, needed to take the blinders off. Keep reassessing the situation at hand. See what I'm saying? We got to eventually, realize that it's a change here. It ain't gonna never be the same no more. It's not gonna be the same. You can't do what you used to do. The First Deacon, Libra, ruled by Venus. These people are lovers of beauty, pleasure, and others. They have harmony, peace. They love harmony, peace, and for life to be smooth and lovely. They are happiest when in relationships, and yet the shadow of Libra is that they can become argumentative at times and will sometimes argue just for the sake of it. They also have a keen sense of what works in business, and a balanced first deacon will utilize that and create a healthy work-life balance. When they are as balanced as they can be, they tend to live in a place that is peaceful and beautiful, both outwardly and inwardly. Now, see, a lot of people don't want to deal with nobody that's argumentative. I don't care how much you know. I just left a partner like that, and it was first deacon Libra. Argue all about everything. Smart as ever, know how to do everything. It's like my brother, know how to do everything, you know, but stingy, tight, but not all the way stingy, but don't have no building because he was too busy worried about the pleasures, his drinking, his smoking, his outer appearance, worried about what others think of him, going around the boys all the time who didn't want best for him, buying, setting them up because he great, take a whole wad of money out and buying people this and buying people that and doing this, and so he can be the big man. And I'm trying to get him, okay, I'm working, you working, let's go and let's do this, let's buy that, let's open this, let's open that. For our future, we're going to get old one day, we're going to have somewhere to relax, blah, blah, blah. Cuss me out. Always arguing about everything. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm this, I'm that. Didn't want to get a business together. So what do you do with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? You move around. And I stayed for a long time, but I just went and did my own thing. But who wants to keep doing your own thing? You don't have a partner that's going to do it back with you. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, very smart and big, very smart. But they want nothing, They want a thing. So what can you do about that? Nothing. Let that person be, and you move yourself around. See, I had some more cards I wanted to see. So I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I just kind of want to talk about different things. Let's see. These the ones that no, these ain't the ones, y'all. These ain't the ones. These the ones. Is this the one? Yeah. I don't have to put you down for me to be validated. Shit, I'm great. Right. And that's what people tend to do nowadays. They tend to put other people down so they can feel great about themselves. How you do that? You don't feel secure in yourself that you have to compete all the time. Now I know certain signs that love to compete, but there's healthy competing. You know what I'm saying? There's competing where I don't have to make you feel bad like a dog or beneath me. And see, that's what the world are doing to a whole lot of us. They want to show us that, they all of this, they got all this money, they got all this power. They can stop the whole world like they did. They can stop our resources at any time. They can turn our lights and gas and water off. They can poison us like they've been doing. They can poison our food. They can do all this stuff to us. They can kill us. They can make us turn on each other. They can give us these deadly shots. And they've been doing it. And they can, you know what I'm saying? They can send radiation through the air. They can do all this stuff to us. Just so they can be validated to say they're in power. They're better than us. We're nothing to make us feel like shit. I don't get it. I'm lost. It's like, why? And then they still don't feel like, they still don't be great about it, because there's a higher power than it's over everything, and there's a certain order So you might get away with this, but they gonna allow something to happen in your universal, whatever you're doing, to come back at you. You know, go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it, not just tolerate it. You're worth more than that. Correct. Now I know about right now, if all us human beings could go to another planet, we will be gone. The way everything run into another country, because you might run into something worse. But if we knew how to go somewhere else, if we knew it was safe, a whole lot of us would be gone. Open that portal up or whatever it may be and get the crap out of here. I know I would. Me and my family be gone. I always wonder about all them houses and castles and stuff that were empty and left everything. I think they found a way out of here. I really do. Now, some of them might have been, some might have been killed, true enough. Might have been deceit. But I think a whole lot of them found their way out of here. I really, really do. I think they found their way out of here. Yeah, I really think they found their way out of here. And I think if you if you keep doing your research, I think we can find out of here or what we need to find out. To protect ourselves with what's going on, you know. I think if we keep doing that, then we eventually know the secret. But you got a lot of scientists, you got a lot of alchemists from ancient times and you know, the 1800s, 1700s that found their way out to the future. I'm very distinguished. Hello. Yes, you are, if you think you're not. You know, they found a way. They found different secrets. You know? So I don't know. I think we need to do more homework. I kind of just want to talk tonight. I don't know how many of these I'm going to make. Be careful with downloading apps. Games especially. Could be deadly. Watch the kids with this. Yeah, I was watching a movie named Trench. Was it Trench? Wait a minute. Let me think of what it was. Was it Trench? Oh, I watched so many. They had me watching so many movies downloads for the last couple of days. I think it was Trenched.